looking dapper.
Tilly's happy. I am happy. I think it's about time that we started, isn't it? So, understand that there's a bunch of new stuff that has come in. So much new stuff since the last time I played, there's no point in me trying to cover it all. So we're just going to jump in and do things. So, new game, naturally. Several tutorials are available to familiarize yourself. No. And if there is something I need the tutorials for, well, my hubris has doomed us. Mission sponsor. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. We could do this as a vote, or I could just go boom. Commander profile. Actually, is there new ones here? Mars Nouveau, building costs in metal and concrete are reduced. I don't know. Start with rocket. Yeah, you know what? We should just go random on everything. I should make my own logo really good. Space communism. Down with the bourgeoisie. It looks like... Nah, why have you got to change everything? Scoundrel, you. Scoundrel. It's okay. We already worked out what we want. Amateurs and the last arc. There we go. Boom. Now what I can do is in the cut that goes up on YouTube, I can just do that and it'll look like, wow, Aavak made his mind up so quickly. How unlike him. Yep, that's right. I'm awesome. Right, we want the Explorer because I want to be able to learn things. Field Refinery, I think, is going to be important. We need to be able to bring that in. Thank you very much for the cheer there, Zabrach. Finally caught one of your streams. Don't have much, though. Party? Oh, don't worry. That's very kind of you, regardless how much it was. Right, yeah. I'm fairly happy with this. Let us go to the red planet, as it were. Select starting spot. Let's go random until we find something good. Remember, meteors is always going to be max, no matter what we do. Water is okay. Concrete's fairly good. Let's keep going. Let's find something a little bit nicer. Ooh, I like new. Cold waves, dust storms. Meteors. Mean temperatures, minus 43. I mean, we could. It's good amounts there. I know. I'm a derp. Spiderlogical, thank you very much for the cheer there. Phone, don't die on me, please. Oh no. Brittany, quickly. Quickly, defibrillate it via means of plugging it into the power source. Just, consider it a constant defibrillation. Mean temperature at minus 43. Yeah, so it's basically Space Canada. I could totally do this. Or... threats-wise, because of obviously my camera, thanks for that, Leafin, by the way. 1 on Dust Devils, 3 on Dust Storms, maximum Meteors, it's the basically level 5, and 3 on Cold Wave. So, it's a decently challenging map, I'd say. Space Canada, sponsored by Russia. We could go there. Let me try and find that space again, because it was a decently fun-looking one. Oh, come on. No, I can't find it. There we go. That'll do. About there. 515% now. I think we're going to start there. With Stone Rain. Yeah. It's going to rain stones. It's going to be really cold a lot of the time. This may be a little bit too hard, considering I haven't played the game in bloody forever. Still, what's an exploration without a little bit of risk? Welcome to Mars. Mission Control, Log 1. Welcome to Mars. Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo. Remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet, the drones and rovers. Our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavour will allow the brave pioneers, the founders, to settle on Mars and prove that the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen and power. Mission sponsor, Russia. Commander profile, Inventor. Thank you. Well, I'm just going to go here. Ooh, nice. And down here. Very nice. Okay. some good areas around us. Now, this will also be some metal. Yeah, I think we can make this work. This is a good spot, I would say. Pop you down right there. How's it all sound to you guys? Hopefully good. Not sure if you can hear the sound effects, though. They were super quiet. Let me just adjust those. Options. Audio. Sound effects can be a little bit louder. Milestone achieved! Found water on Mars. Hooray! Right. Get down there, start researching. Like right now. Okay, Command Center provides historical stats and tools to inspect and manage buildings, domes, colonists, and transportation. That's cool. We'll have a look at that later. However, the first thing I want to do is set up our research. Creative... This is fantastic. I'm going to pause this because this is completely random now for us. So, Creative Biorobotics. Biotech. New building. Biorobotics Workshop. A vacation building that allows colonists to experiment with biorobots. Counts towards the workshop milestone. Consumes machine parts. We're fascinated with robots because they are reflections of ourselves. Okay. What does it produce, though? Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Would it produce something powerful? Autonomous hubs, we've already got that breakthrough. Live from Mars. More applicants will start to appear on Earth. We don't need that. This is fantastic. I can make an artificial sun as one of my first researches. Ah, this is amazing. Truly amazing. Automated storage, robotics. A set of storages that can store large amounts of resources but have to be constructed and require power. And also micro manufacturing. Okay. It's actually pretty cool. It's not going to be treated as a breakthrough though, which is fine. I'm not going to be able to build this for a bajillion years, so, you know, it's not necessarily the best thing for me to go for. Well, it's only these three that are really of any use to me. I'll go with the automated storage for now. Following that, we'll grab micro-manufacturing and see where things go. Right, so what we want to do then, start our buildings. Now, a landing pad would be nice. Sensor tower would also be nice. A drone hub, don't have any of these, so I can't place them, which makes me sad. This is going to need power, so let's get power up and running first, actually. I can build one Stirling generator. Let's go Ponky down here. You can be the start. Now, one of the things that has been added in the latest update, one of the really nice things, actually, is we can follow the little drone around. Whee. And the other thing we can do is you no longer have to have a connection to every single building. Power-producing buildings adjacent to one another will automatically connect with small cables, which is quite nice. Thank you. So this will be producing a small amount of power, not requiring any kind of maintenance. So right now, unless we're using something that needs more than 10 power, we don't have to build it. Constructor will... the concrete extractor, rather, will consume a fair old bit, so... we built it here, for example, we wouldn't need to connect it with any wiring. That being said, though, how much? It's actually a fair amount, though, if I built it down there. Well, you know what, for the first one, let's just build that, and we should be good. Are we renaming bots and colonists on this run? Well, my feeling was we could rename everything, or we could rename just the colonists. It's your call, really, on that one. Since the colonists are going to be more special because we're only going to get one shuttle worth, we could aim for that. But, you know, I'm sure I won't run out of names either way. So let me know in chat what you'd prefer. Okay, Darkfire Phoenix, thank you very much for that tip. Those workshops shops and such are just to give people jobs to keep them occupied. They don't produce anything. Think of it along the lines of every need is already covered, now to spend your time with what you want. Or, another way you could put it is, let's not have them getting up to mischief. Devil makes work for idle hands. I'm not going to poll it, no. Just rename everything. Okay. Very well. So, our first RC Explorer shall be named Spiderlogical. And we will rename the shuttle itself. Can I rename you? Yes, I can. Good. The rocket itself to Zebrazak. There we are. Now, as for the robots, as for the drones themselves, drone number 4. No. I want drone number 1. Can I look at this? Domes, colonists? No, I can't. That's a bit of a shame. Alright. Yank. Let's grab you. You'll do. Drone number 4 then. Must be renamed to Bound Cookie. What were you bound with? Is the question that's on my mind. Yarn, maybe. I'm not sure. Next up, we've got Aven. Okay, let's pause that there. In fact, pausing it will just be helpful because the drones are moving around. Bast. And who else we got? We've got a little drone over here. Let's grab you. And you shall become Canadian Patriot. And that's everyone. I hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th? Is it gone inside? Drones loaded. Drone load low. I wonder if I can just move through them. Can I? No? I'll poop. Reassign all. No, that's fine. You know what I could do? Is I could... Oh, right. They're all based on the hub that they're attached to, I think. They'll change color based on that rather than anything else. Okay, well, that's fine. Right, so what did we get? I completely missed it. New texts are available for research.
To the barren environs of the red planet that meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
That sounds incredibly quiet to me. I might need to turn up the volume a little bit more. Right, we've got Martian aerodynamics, Martian-born adaptability, orbital engineering, research amplification, and systematic training. Sorry. Open research screen. Martian-born adaptability is pretty awesome. It's really. We've already got the space elevator. Right, we'll turn that off. We're going to grab Martian aerodynamics straight after, I think. That's the way we're going to go with that one.
Looking dapper.
You think the subscription alerts aren't working, by the way? Why is that? Because I just saw one pop up. Thank you very much, son. Wow, that is a huge cheer. Thank you so much. Something about an Aavak stream? Indeed. Yes, sometimes they can be a slowpoke. That's just the way that they are sometimes. But do let me know if you notice any peculiar behavior. But let me adjust the volume a little bit more. I think the problem that we've got right now is that... Well, let me drop this down, drop that down, and then increase the master volume a bit so that we'll hopefully hear the sounds a little bit better. There we go. Also, you know what? Let's change the radio station. Official Mars channel. Brings back memories, this one. Good memories. Leafin, Bast, any other little dudes outside doing things? No? I don't know. Scanned an anomaly. Good. I'd like you to head over there and scan this one. Also, while you're doing that, let's start exploring our location. We'll just start with the tiles around us first. So, there we go. Yeah, already hooked up. Perfect. Now I need somewhere to store this stuff. Let's see. How far out are we from this? We're a ways out yet. Fine. Let's get storages. Universal storage, regular storage, resource-specific storages, depot, resource-specific depots. What's the difference? Concrete depot stores 180. Some resources will be transported to other depots within drone range. Okay. Resource-specific storage. Oh, right. This is what we're currently looking into. Right. Right. And a universal depot. You know what? Let's get a universal or two up and running. First and foremost. Womp. Womp. Now, the desired amount should be 5 in each, I'm going to say. And then they'll split the rest between them. There we go. I'll give our drones something to do. I know automated storage costs power to use. I read it out when I read the technology. You think depots are like endpoints? Could be. There we go. Let's get all of this glorious stuff out here. Right. What else are we going to build then? We're going to need life support. We're going to need all sorts of things. We've now got all of these wonderful things as well. Barrel dome, an alternative small dome configuration with more space but lacks a spot for a spire. What spires have we got? If any. We have no spires, so not necessarily something we need. The most economical dome, providing extremely limited habitable space. Like, how limited? It's actually not too bad. What about the barrel dome then? I'm looking really close to see the patterns that are involved. Okay, I see. We could have a barrel dome down here, maybe? Might be worth it. How much does it cost? 50, 20, 20. Let's have a look. 10. I mean, this doesn't cost any polymers, which is actually really nice. How much have we got? We haven't got enough to build all of this. So I could just go for the microdome initially and have a couple of them just hooked up together. Because we can now do that. We can now hook them together, which is obviously pretty amazing. If we rotate it somewhat like this, then it's going to be a little bit easy to fit other things in. That being said, if I do this, then I could have more built out like this. Just have them connected in that way. But I'd probably want to leave a little bit of room just so that my I could have something to allow the rovers to cross over them. I'm not sure. Maybe we should for science it, because it's a reasonably easy one for us to deal with that. Like if I build that and then I want to demolish it, I can without too much concern.
There were no secrets to find near the anomaly site.
Okay.
Just a scene of breathtaking beauty.
Such photo ops have proven to be useful for the mission, inspiring people on Earth to believe that humanity should create its new home on the red planet. A celebrity applicant is available on Earth. Is that true? I have a look at that. Really? Oh, of course. There'll be no special... Right, that's right. Yeah, they can still have flaws and perks. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully we can get this built reasonably soon. And this dome is going to be called... Let's see. Sun name. Oh, thank you so much, Elab. What was it, sorry? Okay, thank you. Sheila just brought me in some green tea. And just because people always seem to like seeing this particular tea infuser. It's my little companion cube. My little AI core as well. Rather fitting, considering we've got an inventor who's going to be upgrading our drones. Right. How much more we need? Not too much more. Have we unloaded it? Almost unloaded all the machine parts now. You need to be reloaded. Can you get a recharge? It's a question that I need to ask myself. That's actually a good point. I need a power cable, of course. Yeah. That makes sense. We are going to want a location for dropping off a dump. Just a dumping site there. There we are. And so this is now completely empty. We're not going to send it back yet because I can't. Once we send that back, I'm going to have to call in the other ship first. Have I got another ship is the question. Yes, I have. Okay, that's fine. Close. Because right now, this ship is my only source of RC. No squids allowed, indeed. Dedex Lantern, thank you very much for the resubscription. 2 months in a row. Sunny Dome, if it's going to be after me, sure. Let's rename this to Sunny Dome. There we go, Sunny Dome. It is. And hopefully we'll get that built up soon. Still making all of the concrete. And also harvesting all of the metals that we can. Alright, well while that's going on, let's consider the other things that we're going to need. I am going to need power cables, so... we can run this down to around here. There we are, that'll connect the dome up, and it'll also give me a place to recharge. It's going to take me a while. The spice must flow, indeed. We're about halfway through automated storage. I mean, once we've got automated storage, that's going to be pretty big for us. See, I would go for one of these, but they need so many polymers that there's just no way. Absolutely no point. I wouldn't even be able to build this yet, so it probably makes a lot more sense for me not to.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio. With
Oh, Panam! I've missed you.
Your first radio host choice with the best radio voice.
It's true. She tells no lies. Right. Well, I could build these, or I could go for wind turbines. I mean, getting metal is a lot easier than almost anything else. I don't want to build a battery until we actually need a battery, because that's going to just be a drain on my polymer supply. And right now we don't have a means of getting to that easily. I do believe that I have a water evaporator though. Got a fuel refinery at the very least. Yeah, got a moisture evaporator. It'll produce a little bit of water. But we've got this water right next to us. How much is in there? Grade very low. Ooh. That's not so great. That's actually kind of a shame.
Scanned. Anomaly found.
That was average. Okay, anomaly. Got a new
Milestone
breakdown. Okay.
achieved.
No life support. Domes without life support. That's fine. Construct a dome. Hooray! Let's get you down here now that you're back up at 100%. Right, no oxygen in this dome, but that's fine. Let's have a look. What kind of look do you have? Do I like that, or do I not like it? Hard to say. I think I prefer this one. Also, let's see. Warning, dome must be connected with oxygen. Well, it doesn't need to be. Not strictly speaking. I mean, we could just decide, nah, this is where we send people that we don't like. It's not. We're not going to do
Resources are low.
that's fine. Low resource, oxygen and water. It's not an issue, trust me. Right. So, what we're going to want in here then is living. We've only got basic living quarters, which is a problem. You know what? I really want to see if we can connect these together. If anyone happens to already know the answer to this question,
Anomaly analyzed.
by all means, let me know. could leave it there. I wonder. Let's build this. Again, it's not a great loss if I can't finish it. That being said, though, how much metal have we got? Got just enough to finish it. Actually, let's cancel that for now. Let's not do that. That would be silly. Let's try and avoid that for the time being. Right, let's get you back there and let's see what we've picked up.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Yeah. So those who are asking in chat, can't I connect the domes? I can, but I can't connect them through the doors. No. The doors have to be there. That's how the dome exits and reaches the outside. Instead, you build tunnels into the walls. But I'm wondering if you can build a tunnel between a dome that has, like, whether it has to go from the inside of the dome to the outside of the dome before it can go to the inside of another dome. No, I don't need to research the tubes. I've already got them. Following text have been revealed on the research sheet. Biome engineering and interplanetary astronomy. Farms increase the comfort of all residents in the dome. Nice. And interplanetary astronomy. I'm getting all of the amazing things. Okay, well, we'll grab that one after this one. In fact, can we fit much in it? But yeah, these are the passages. They have to be built from the inside to the outside into another dome. Now, what I'm wondering is whether or not I can fit that across like this into another dome. If I can, that is super, super good. If I can't, obviously not quite as super, super good. I'd need to leave a gap. But the reason for that, the reason why I'm asking anyway, is that otherwise we'd need a ramp going over it to allow my robots to cross over the obstacle. I mean, it's not necessarily the most awful of things, but wouldn't necessarily. Metals. I mean, you're not good, but can't reach them, so. Right, so this is all going well. We're going to want to build... Have we finished that? No, not even close. Okay, we want the life support buildings now then, I would say. We can build these. I can even make one per dome, honestly. This is using very little amounts of water, which is great. But, where do I want to set this up? Ultimately, I am going to want this, but right now, this only requires metal, which is significantly better than anything else in terms of me having to build specialist additional buildings to handle it. I'm going to continue with my practice of building all of my facilities such that my pipes, my electrical and my pipe network occupies the same space where possible. I just find that it's more useful for me. Next up, we're going to want a water tower, I'm going to say. We can build this water tower anywhere along here, really. Build it there, for example. That wouldn't be a bad thing, sure. And Moxie then, just going to require power. And an oxygen tank. But I can build a fuel refinery at this point. That one will start requiring maintenance, which is not grand. However, I could turn this on so it gathers its resources a little bit faster. Now, this is drawing... how much power? Wow, it's drawing pretty much all of the power. So I am going to need extra power around here. Let's go for solar for now then. Can I fit this in any way? Yeah, I can. And the beautiful thing about this is it should all connect up and run all of this power without having to be connected to this connection there, as you can see. There we go. And now we're going to need a battery, unfortunately. Okay, sector scanned. Nothing really there for me there. There we are. We'll just wait until the morning. And the battery is going to start pulling power, which is a big pain in the bum, but it's not the worst then, I suppose. I could just build this at the top, just so that I've got a little bit of power being generated overnight. There we go. Bonk. And this should gradually start gaining power. Okay, so all we need over here now is some oxygen. And then we're more or less ready. We've got the basics covered at that point. I'm only going to go for the basics to start with. Let's fit you in up here, perhaps. Could I fit you over there? I could, actually. Sure. Okay, in that case, we will. And we're going to want an oxygen tank then, in that case as well. And we'll pop that one in right there. There we go. We've got the bare minimum available to us.
Welcome back to Mars Official Radio. Due to the dynamic and irregular environment in schools, I was dissatisfied working as a teacher. Instead, I went back to the university and studied astrophysics.
As you do.
Physics is the science of matter, its motion, and its behavior in space and time. Astrophysics is the science of things
Research
like dark
complete.
matter, a form of matter that neither emits nor reflects electromagnetic radiation. We
Hooray.
don't know if it really exists, but it helps us explain the irregular movements of galaxies.
I mean, that would be nice, but we don't need it
It
yet.
obviously doesn't get rid of all irregularities.
So we'll be holding on.
After a
and
little
getting
talk,
farms as soon as we
it's
can.
time for a little music. That's regular.
But with that, we can now construct the storage. 4,000. Oh, wow. These all require maintenance of something I don't want to have to be relying on just yet. But, you know, it's cool to have it researched at the very least. Starting to see things being topped up, which is good. You know what? We don't need all of these. Let me just get that one pulled down. And we'll just get all of this moved into one depot, if we can. Then I'll start getting some specific ones. So, we want a regular depot. This one will just be for concrete. And we'll pop this one just over... We'll pop it by here. That should be fine. Then we'll also get one for... Well, we're not producing anything down here, so that's fine. And I want at least 5 of everything over here. So, have we stored anything in there? No, we're good. What's the difference between depots and storages? Well, a depot is just a 2-tile, effectively. And it can store a very specific amount of items. I can say desired amount, but I don't actually care for that to have a desired amount. Universal depot allow you to store many more things, but I can configure it however I want, and all of these I can say the desired amount, and they'll try to maintain that amount. So for example, if you had a lot of depots nearby and all of the stuff was being put in one, but you kind of wanted at least a little bit in the others as well, you could say keep this minimum amount, and then it would try to balance it. And finally, the storage is humongous and stores a lot more, but needs power to do it, and also regular maintenance. So ultimately it's better to have those, I would say, but it's not good to set that up just yet. How are we doing with this over here? 76% scanned. Seeing lots of meteorites coming through. Dangerous times. Preparing my mind to marathon Aavak YouTube series. Well, hopefully you enjoy them. Good night. Have a good one as well, buddy. Should have said that first before reading the last message first. I read the first ones first, but then I responded to the last one first because I'm a dip. Right, in terms of water, we're doing okay. I really do want to get some better living quarters, if we could, because this takes up so much room and offers me so little in return for that. It's a bit ratchet. Hello. See, if I built an infirmary in here, then it would increase the odds of this dome if I had it as 2 residences and then 2 other things down here.
Sector scanned.
There'd be
Anomaly
a decent
found.
chance of them having kids. 2 new anomalies. Good. Get out there. Start scanning them, please. What do you think, everyone? Yeah, this is. I think it's a 510 or something like that. Is there a way for me to bring that up? I wonder. Command center. No, that's not what I want. Milestones. 515. I loved playing it back in the day. I wish we could get a remake that would make it a bit more functional on newer computers. I also loved Caesar. Yeah, Caesar, Pharaoh, Rome. I quite like Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom, thanks to good old games, or rather just GOG.com, because it is now just GOG. That does run okay on modern computers. Some concessions, but generally it's okay. No, I don't think we're going to get anything better than what we've got right now. I guess it would be engineering that we'd need to look for. Okay, I mean, I could outsource, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to build what we can with what we've got, and then hope for the best. So, going to want an infirmary.
We discovered unusual crystals in the remains of a meteorite. The magnified images of their crystalline matrix were broadcast by every major news channel on Earth.
One tabloid even claims that the crystal is in fact artificially created, some kind of artwork of a microscopic alien race. The work resembles millions of tiny cylinders surrounded by flames. If you squint your eyes, the very static of the composition resembles a star map. The image is bordered by double rainbows, while the work has an abstract feeling and a very dynamic structure. It sounds like the description of art in RimWorld or in Dwarf Fortress. While all this unscientific sensationalism had outraged our experts, the publicity provided us with some unexpected benefits. What to believe? Oh, that's cool. Let's go and grab this one as well. Aavak, are you excited for the new Rome game? I know it's about getting a lot of hate on the forums and on Reddit. The new Rome game? What do you mean? I'm afraid I'm not sure what you're talking about. I've played Dune 2000 before, yep. Alright, let's at least put down the actual habitation. I'm not going to get better living quarters, so let's just accept that. And pop down one. Pop down another. This will give me 28 potential.
Breakthrough discovered.
Oh, that was really good. Metal extractors and rare metal extractors can work without crews at 50% performance all day, every day. Extracting algorithms has been successfully implemented by our new Extractor AI, allowing for a certain degree of autonomy in mining operations. That, for a colony that's going to have very few people to start with, is fantastically good. Fantastically good. Right, get yourself down here and recharge, please. How is the colony doing overall? We need a bit more in terms of metal. In fact, given that, I'm going to say that that is no longer a pressing concern. Get me Extractor AI. We're about halfway through. In fact, can I move that up? Control to move to the top of the queue. Hopefully Robotics remembers. Yeah, good. This is a higher priority. Let's get that done. I can now afford to outsource. In exchange for 200 million funding, we'll get 1,000 in the next bunch of slots. So, yeah. Tempted. Help me get there. Yeah. Help me get there. For the next 5 sols, we're producing 1,000 from our outsourcing. That's going to get me that in 2 sols, and then we'll move on to other things. Now, that was actually really, really good. That was a brilliant one early on.
Cold wave approaching.
Cold wave. A cold wave is imminent. During cold waves, the surface temperature on Mars falls substantially beneath the already extreme lows that are normally experienced. Cold waves put an extra strain on the electrical grid, and everything will consume more electricity, including vehicles. Vehicle batteries will drain faster during cold waves. While most of our machinery is designed and able to function in such low temperatures, if a building outside the dome is left unoperational for more than a sol during a cold wave, it will freeze and may not be repaired until after the cold wave has lifted. Stored water in water tanks will freeze and may not be used during cold waves. One way to negate this is to place subsurface heaters, researched from the physics field, near vulnerable cold wave buildings. Alas, not necessarily gonna be easy for me to get to. A shame, 'tis true. We don't actually need these things turned on, so let's shut them down for now. That also needs to be turned off, I guess. The problem is, all of this stuff is gonna break for a while. I don't need you providing anything. All of those can, but most of this, no. We do not have the means. Physics, why? We don't know where that's going to be. Our luck would be all the way over here, considering it's something you tend to get reasonably soon. But not in our case. It's going to be rough. A little bit rough. We're going to grab this one and grab that one as well. And we'll see how we can go. What we can do. Aavak, also a bit belated, but just wanted to say thanks for a lighter stream time right when I needed it. Had to file a homeless presentation and not looking forward to a home hunt in this economy. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nalaran. I wish you all the best luck with it, though. I know it could be pretty rough. But for what it's worth, best of luck. Right, let's see. We are going to want... Well, there's a couple of things we need. One of them is a grocery. Absolutely need a grocery. We can have 3 workers there. And I'm going to put the grocery... Well, see, this is the thing. This initial dome, I can have other domes provide resources. But it would be best for me to have an infirmary in the dome which has got my people living in it, because it'll increase their likelihood of having children. I'm not going to be able to put one down here, because I'm going to need to connect this up with a pipe. Bye-bye, Tilly. And that is going to take up 1 spot in this dome, no matter what I do. So this will give food and shopping. Go for a diner, it'll give dining, social, and food. It's 3 things versus 1. Difficult to decide. Could have something that'll give relaxation, exercise, and playing. In fact, let's do that. So I'm going to take this one away, and we're going to build instead. We're going to have a park in there, maybe a little lake, perhaps. Small alleys, small garden. Sure, let's have a little garden in there. Then we're going to build an infirmary right here, followed by a grocer or a diner. How much does the infirmary cost? It doesn't cost any metal, so I could build a diner right there. Hits more things that I'm going to need from my colonists, so relaxation, a small fountain perhaps right here. That being said, I could fit 1 more triple item down there and then have the connection to this dome heading across that way. Yeah, we could do that actually. So with that in mind, I could have a grocer, food and shopping, whereas this is dining, social, and food, because this would give people shopping opportunities. I don't want to build an art store. I don't want to build an electronics store. Not in the main living dome. Eventually we'll replace some of these things, but that'll be the start for now. Sorry guys, but it's going to be a pretty cold one soon. There we go. Cold has set in. Now, I'm hoping... No, it is... Yeah, it's 100% frozen. I'm hoping that the ones I've turned off will remain off for now. Left without power, really? Will that stop freeze? There we go. Okay then. Ah. I get you. Right, so I'm going to have power going to it. Okay. That's fine. Hello to all of the new followers, by the way. Oscar, J-Dude, or JJ-Dude, Yeehaw, awesome name, RMC Evers, and Marjolo. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your stay. Right, we're going to just leave that on the work shift that it's got. Get this set up down here, and we should be okay. We haven't got hunger, so we're not going to have to worry about that too much. But usually I would have liked to have put some sort of farm or something in here. I'm not going to be able to do that in this instance, though. Now, in terms of my areas, I need more metals for that, which I don't have. It's just not going to happen. But, if we...
Incoming.
I was about to say, don't go there. Drone 1 was the only drone I hadn't named. Rip Drone 1. Now rebuild these. Rip poor little Drone 1.
Sector scanned.
But like I said, on the plus side, wasn't one of the name drones. So we haven't already got a death. That's nice to know, I suppose. Right. Get a little bit from it. Not too much, but you know. Unfortunately, that meteor didn't actually drop anything useful for me. What's low? Resource energy. That will happen. Alright. Let's open you up. No, we're good. Mind you, everything is using more power than normal, and we just lost... Yeah, that would be why. Hopefully we're getting power through? No. Okay then, fine. Open her up. That'll drive the power up a bit. So close to finishing this. As soon as we've got that, we can start getting metals in. In fact, we can also start getting rare metals too, which would be very nice.
Research complete.
There we are.
Milestone achieved.
Doink. So, with that done, we want a metal extractor. It'll cost me parts, but it's fine. Can't get it up there. Damn it all. Can't build it yet. It'll be outside the drone radius. No, that is quite the shame. Can we build a fuel refinery? I can. And if I were to build a fuel refinery right now, I'd start drawing in the water that we're producing and start producing fuels straight away. Which is very, very useful for us. Alright. Can I build it over there? I could, but I'd rather not. Okay, we'll just try and keep everything close together for now. Well, that is not going to take too much effort to build, which is very useful for us. And then we'll get a new depot for fuel only. I'll pop this one. Let's not be too frugal with our space. We don't need to be that frugal. I'll pop it right there. This way we can get this one out of here if we need to. Research complete. Martian aerodynamics. Fantastic. The CO2 jet propulsion will be up soon. Don't need that yet though. So we're just going to work on these for now and see what we can unlock. Physics is definitely something I need to start putting time and effort into, but I want things that are actually going to be useful to me for now, so I'm going to drop some in there. And sure, if we get the transporter, then we can at least mine from distant locations. How much longer is this going to last? It's going to last a while. Okay, rebuild the wind turbine, please. There we go.
Looking dapper.
Thank you very much, Hopsqueak, who just gifted a sub to Tazrin. Thank you very much. That's your second gift on the channel. Please put some love in chat for Hopsqueak and for Tazrin. Yeah, Bandit, I feel that the game has improved an awful lot. One of the big things that people really, really wanted from the game, initially, was the ability to have connected domes, and that is now something that you can have. So, I would say it's improved a lot. Right, production predicted 12 per sol. That's not so bad. How much more do we need in here? A lot, unfortunately. It's going to be a while. Building's not working. Yes. Well, that will happen, because like we need water and we don't have it. So all the water is going in here, but that's fine. We don't actually need anything. In fact, shut this thing down. Shut everything down in here. Workforce restrictions. No restrictions. But that's nice that you can restrict it to specialists only. Oh, specialists not accepted. No restrictions. Specialists not... Oh.
Meteor shower incoming.
The region is about to experience a meteor storm. While it may occur at a safe distance from your buildings and vehicles, it may also occur above them, and then it has the potential to cause substantial damage. Buildings directly hit by meteors will be in need of repairs in order to function again, while pipes and cables will get destroyed. Rovers hit by meteors will also need repairs, while drones may become irreversibly damaged. Meteor storms cannot be avoided, but some good practice may minimize their damage potential, such as not clustering vital buildings next to each other. Pipe and cable redundancy and researching the tech MDS lasers from the physics field. Where is it going to land? Please tell me it lands elsewhere. You've got meteors coming in over there, so it might actually be reasonably close. Not great. Not great. Let's shut that down. Just make sure they're all powered down. Everything in here should be powered down.
I'm Panamasculine, and you're listening to Mars Official Radio, your reliable source for the music you love.
Just need this to be gone, and then we can take care of other things. Where's this meteor storm? I love that down here is completely foggy from the cold. Do I want to shut you down at this point? Yes, we don't need you open anymore. One wind turbine and these 3 solars are enough to take care of all of our power needs, and certainly once that's gone. No, it's actually happening nearby. Oh, that's kind of rubbish and terrifying at the same time. But there we are. Hopefully it doesn't land on anything. Because that would really, really suck. Right. Now, with that done, we can...
Complete.
Okay, research complete. Biome engineering. Low G fungi. We could build fungal farms outside. That's not a bad thing to do. Sure, I'll stack it up. Now, we could call in more things from the shuttle. And I think we're going to. We're going to call in a cargo rocket. I would like... See, I could call this in. Polymer factory, electronics factory. I mean, the polymer... Well, until we've got them, it's going to be a bit rough. But we need a drone hub. It's just the thing we need. It's going to suck if we don't have it. Another Stirling generator would be nice. And then an RC commander. An RC transport. Need more drones. We won't need metals because we're going to have our own. Polymers, though. Yes, let's get 15 machine parts. 15 electronics. Maybe a couple more drones. I'm willing to just sink most of my money into this now. That's my cargo capacity gone. Alternatively, I could get an extra orbital probe, but I don't think that's reasonably the best idea. If we don't bring food, then we're going to have some issue. But a passenger rocket will bring along some food. And who's looking down right now? Nalaran, just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Nalaran. Well, in honor of that, Nalaran, welcome. Also, launch. And while you're on your way, let's get you a proper landing pad. Well, let's pop this proper landing pad. Some of that isn't going to get squished, but you know, probably everywhere it's going to be. Let's move it a little bit further up. Actually, why couldn't I build that metals extractor? Oh, it's because never mind. It's because it's outside of the range of the dome. I don't need it to be in the range of the dome. Silly Aavak. All I need is for it to be within range of my drones. And we're going to have to run some cabling up there, of course. That'll do. Yoink. Hey, Belial, how you doing? There we are. That'll help out enormously. Need a little bit more metal before I can build it, though. Unfortunately. Oh no, actually, we're good. Should be up and running shortly. However, I'm out of metals for the pipes because I had to rebuild these. Poop. I just sent the rocket over without any metal on it. Is there anything in here I can reclaim for metal? Oh, that's so annoying. Is there anything nearby? I mean, ultimately, once I've got a transporter here, it should be okay. Micro-manufacturing is being researched. I would have been useful earlier. Okay, grab that while we can. And it'll be fine. Once the ship lands here, then I can sort that out. But it's going to be a bit before it gets here. Close. I don't know when it's going to arrive, but I don't need this pinned for now, so I'm just going to turn that off.
Anomaly found.
Ooh. Some extra research because of all of the falling metals from space. Should actually be able to gather quite a lot of these. Alright. 8 more hours. That's so frustrating, and it's all because of that. It'd be safe for us to go back out and have a look around in a little bit. But that'll be one nice thing about having meteors constantly, is that we will get that opportunity. Oh no, actually it's Nalaran. That is Nalaran on its way. Cool. And we're almost to the point that Zebrazak can head back out. Now we are going to need extra water refining. What are you? Cost and maintenance is going to be nasty. Hydroponic farms can be built, you know, easily enough, but I need metal and polymers to do it. We'll get them stocked up though. Metal depot, as well as rock storage.